Hi, good evening. This is Karen Guitterez En Escena. Tonight we're here at the Katra Film Series event. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. We are here with the man of the hour.
Hi, how are you? Thank you. I feel flattered. Just had an idea to do a film event. I've always screened my movies, my own personal movies, at like lounges and clubs in the city. So I've always had the idea, let me organize a film event where we can showcase undiscovered talent from New York and find a nice venue, get a nice setup for them to show their movies in front of an audience. One of the things that filmmakers have a hard time doing is getting an audience, and that's where I come in and help fill in that gap.
How do you choose what talent you want to be shown?
Well, I just look for emerging filmmakers, people who just got out of school or they're in school, and or if they've been doing films for the past few years, they have a film that they haven't been able to show it in a public place, in a venue.
Right.
So I put a notice on Craigslist, and I got a couple of. I didn't get a big response, but I did get a decent. I got about 15, 20 films.
Oh wow!
Yeah, and
how did you choose them? How did you narrow them down to 5?
It was tough. I just it's just a personal taste. I don't have like a committee. Usually a film festival would have a committee, a whole programming director with assistants that go through hundreds of films. I just personally just looked through all these films, and just whatever I found interesting about the film, I decided to include it.
Mostly family vacations, birthdays. I was like 6 or 7 in these, I think. Jesus, look at my parrots.
Vanessa Rubio, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Really nice. I enjoyed it.
Short film. It's my second film, and it's only 3 minutes, but it's a work that I'm proud of. So I'm happy it was shown.
What inspired you to get into filming this film?
Well, I'm originally a painter, so I think of myself as a painter of images, and this film I came up with as a sort of one-act play, and I workshopped it with actors, and then after workshopping it, I noticed that what I was really wanting to capture was the intersection of the film types, because I had Super 8 in it as well as digital film. So when that came alive, filming it, everything clicked, and I had a great crew, great team of actors. So I know.
Awesome, that's nice. Tell us a little bit about you being a director for a short film.
No, this is my 22nd short film.
Wow, very impressed.
I've been shooting movies since I was 16.
Tell us a little bit about your film today.
Well, Beautiful Women came about when, in the morning, I would go to work, and I would see all these beautiful women walking around on the street, and that title came to mind. It's very simple, but once the title came to mind, then the characters began to develop in my head. I like to explore different aspects of women, different subject matters that deal with women, what they go through. So this story deals with panic attacks, deals with staying young, because the media is such a big impact on how women see themselves. So I wanted to.
Yeah, you're right.
Right? I wanted to explore that aspect.
No place big enough for holding. All the tears are gonna cry. Cause your mama.
You into this film industry?
Well, when I was really young, my folks would take me to the film, like to see a film or a play, like almost like a few times a month. And I grew up on classics and disco. So
interesting.
Everything from Billy Wilder to the Bee Gees.
Old school.
Old school. So even my film, a lot of the films I do have a little bit of like old school 40s, 50s films, or everything from cinematography to just costume design to just the general mood of the pieces.
Now tell us a little bit about your film. And the title of the film, by the way, is called Rum.
Well, I use the film or alcoholism basically as an umbrella for any sort of like addiction or impulse. And when I first created the idea, it was mostly a character piece. All the films I try to do have to do with people. That's film for me, is people. And I wanted to really capture in a few minutes what it would look like if you were to give an image to the moment of hesitation an alcoholic or any addict has before deciding to take his next drink or next whatever it may be. And so we wanted to also incorporate other forms of arts, whether, and in this film, dance, to collaborate, to really capture the feeling or the mood of addiction. And the actual glass, what it symbolizes is temptation. And the glass and both the dancer are synonymous for that, for the same thing.
I see, I see. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I am a senior at the School of Visual Arts. I major in screenwriting and directing. I'm a writer before anything else. Native of Boston, grew up in Massachusetts, moved here in '08, and I've just been working in the business since.
I am here with the beautiful actress Aida Taraida. How are you?
Thank you, very well. The first one was Beautiful Woman Wake Up Early, and the second one, J1.
Yes, we did notice that you were in both films, which, by the way, you are beautiful in person. All right, tell us a little bit about yourself.
So I'm from former Soviet Union, from Latvia, and right now I live in New York. And I do acting and modeling both.
How long have you been doing it for?
Modeling I was doing since I was 16 years old. I used to live in Italy, in Milan, and then I moved to New York.
Wow.
Yeah, and right now, last 2 years, I'm doing acting.
We are going to talk about 2 films that you did.
I'm playing a writer, novelist, who writes about in the magazines about how to, for a woman how to make themselves beautiful. The secret about a woman. So I have an insomnia and I don't know what to write. It's so all my stories are made up and I'm selling it to the books. So my character, she doesn't sleep, and that's how I prepare for myself. I didn't sleep. I was trying not to sleep for 2 nights. Another one is a J1. I'm playing a striptease dancer. I come directly from Russia, and I know the business. I learned how to dance striptease, and I was learning strip dancing for this part particularly. I was practicing myself. I had a teacher, so we were dancing on a pole. And it takes time because I have to be in a shape and I have to know how to spin around the pole. And when we were filming all day long, one day for this particular small scene, dancing scene on a pole. So we were filming 12 hours in a row. And when at the end of the day, my arms were sore completely.
Oh, no.
And I had bruises all over my legs because I'm not a professional dancer. Street dancer, right? But and at the end I just fell down. I couldn't hold myself on the pole.
Oh no. Tell us a little bit more about where we can find you and about what to expect in the future project.
Well, if you want to submit your film or send us a link or a private link or a DVD, you can email us at bedrock718@hotmail.com. That's bedrock718@hotmail.com.
You heard that?
Hope you got that. And that's basically where you can send us a link, or I'll send you the address where you can send the film at.
If you want to know more information about the films, please visit at www.enescena.com. This is Karen Guitterez con En La Escena.